Early in the morning, the children and their friends got ready to go to the Palace of Night. They hoped to find a bluebird there, but some of them did not come. Milk stayed in bed because she felt sick. Water was too tired and did not want to go. Light also did not come because she did not like night. Fire stayed with Light. Light gave Tylo a kiss and told him the way. It was his job to lead the group, so they started walking. Tylo walked in front on his back legs like a little man. He felt very proud. He walked a lot up and down the path. He did not stop to smell anything or talk to old friends. He was too serious now. But poor Tylo, even if he looked like a man, he still fought like a dog. He was not happier. He also felt worried and scared. "Oh," he said, "if I find that bluebird, I will not eat it, even if it looks very tasty." Bread walked behind him, holding the bird cage. Then came the children. Sugar walked last. But where was the cat? Let's go back and see. Earlier, the cat had a secret plan. She wanted to make the journey longer. But the others were too silly and told everything to the fairy. The cat was angry. She thought, "In my cat life, we don't trust others. In the human world, it is the same." She was an old friend. The road to the Palace of Night was long and dangerous. There were high rocks and deep holes. But the cat moved quickly and lightly. She ran to the palace. Night was sleeping in her big black hall. She looked like a queen. Her face was white like the moon. She had long black wings. Everything around her was dark and quiet. The cat looked at her kindly and said, "It's me, Mother Night. I'm very tired." Night woke up quickly. She was scared. She loved silence. And now it was broken. The cat told her that the children were coming. Night was afraid. She didn't want them to find her secrets or the bluebird. She screamed loudly. But the cat had a plan. She said, "Let's scare the children. Show them the other dark rooms. They will be too afraid to go further." Night agreed. She did not have time to speak because she heard footsteps. The children were coming. Tylo walked first. Tyltyl looked around and felt nervous. The hall was huge and black, with tall black pillars and no ceiling. Two small fires burned next to a big brass door. Other bronze doors were on the sides. The cat ran to the children. "Come this way," she said. "Night is happy to see you." Tyltyl walked up to Night and said, "Good day, Mrs. Say good evening next time." Tyltyl was sorry and said it kindly. He asked if he could look for the bluebird in her palace. Night said, "The bluebird is not here," and flapped her big wings. But she was afraid of the magic diamond. In Sumpold, so she showed him a big key and pointed to the first door. Tyltyl took the key and walked to the door. Everyone was scared. Bread's teeth shook. Sugar cried. Mytyl screamed, "I want to go home." Night shouted, "It's the ghosts." White shapes flew out. They were like mist. They ran, flew, and danced in the air. Tyltyl tried to catch them. Night pretended to be scared. She screamed, "Help!" She was the ghosts' friend and could stop them any time. The ghosts were happy to be free, but they ran away when Tylo barked and bit at them. "Shoo!" said Tylo. "They feel like cotton." Then Tyltyl went to the second door. "What is here?" he asked. Night said, "It's the sicknesses. They are not strong anymore. Open it." Tyltyl opened the door. At first he saw nothing, but then a small person in a nightcap ran out. She sneezed and coughed. She lost her slippers. The children laughed, but when they came close they also started sneezing. "It's only cold in the head," said Night. Sugar said, "Oh no! If my nose keeps running, I'll melt." Poor Sugar didn't know where to go. He liked being alive because he loved water very much. But water was a big flirt. She wanted a lot of attention and didn't care who she talked to. Sugar kissed her many times, but each kiss made him smaller. He was afraid he would disappear. Then Cold in the Head attacked Sugar. Sugar wanted to run away, but brave Tylo helped. He chased Cold in the Head back to her cave. Tiltil and Mitile laughed. They were not very scared. Tiltil opened the next door quickly. "Be careful," said Night. "This is the door to war. War is very strong. If he gets out, we are in big danger." Tiltil couldn't close the door. The war was pushing from the other side. Blood came out, fire and noise too. It was very scary. Everyone ran. Bread and Sugar tried to escape but got lost. They came back to help close the door. Tylee also helped. Mito cried. The cat acted scared but was happy. She thought the journey would stop now. Then Tiltil shouted, "Victory! We closed the door!" He sat down, very tired. His hands were shaking. "Did you see war?" asked Night. "Yes," said Tiltil. "They were terrible. I don't think the bluebird is there." "Of course not," said Night. Tiltil laughed. "I've seen enough shade in this house. And the terrors are probably like ghosts, nothing to fear." He opened the door. Nothing came out. "There is nothing there," said Tiltil. "Yes, there is," said Night. She was angry. She wanted to scare him. Some tall shapes came out, but when they heard the children laugh, they got scared and ran away. Now Tiltil walked to the last big door. "Don't open that," said Night. "Why not?" "It's not allowed. Then the bluebird must be inside," said Tiltil. "Don't do it. If you open that door, you will die," shouted Night. "No one has ever come back after opening it." "Please don't!" cried Bread, Sugar, Mytil, and the cat. Tylo said nothing. He was scared, but stayed close to Tiltil. 2 tears ran down his face. He licked Tiltil's hand. Tiltil was scared too, but he said, "If I don't do it, who will? I must try." He took the big golden key. "I must open the door," he shouted. He and Tillo ran to the door. All the others ran away. Sugar melted. Bread hid. Night and the cat went far away. Tiltil kissed Tylo and put the key in the lock. The door opened. What a surprise! A beautiful garden was there. The flowers shone like stars. Waterfalls fell from the sky. The trees looked silver. Bluebirds flew everywhere. Tiltil shouted, "Come quickly! Millions of bluebirds!" "Come, Mistil! Come, Tillo!" Everyone ran into the garden. They caught birds happily. "I have 7, said Mytal. "I have too many," said Tiltil. "Let's go to Light. She will be happy." They ran and sang happily. Night and the cat didn't follow. Night asked, "Did they catch it?" "No," said the cat. She saw the real bluebird sitting on a moonbeam. They couldn't reach it. The friends ran up the stairs to the light. They held their birds close, but with each step the birds died. At the top, they had only dead birds in their hands. Light was waiting. "Did you catch the bird?" she asked. "Yes." "Look," said Tiltil. But the birds were dead. Their wings were broken. Tiltil cried. The others looked sad too. All the birds were dead. Light said, "Don't cry. You didn't find the bird that can live in the sun." Tylo looked at the dead birds and said, "Can we eat them?" Then the group walked back to the Temple of Light. They were all sad. Sugar said to Bread, "This is silly." Bread answered, "Tomorrow we will stay in bed." They forgot that without Tiltil, they would not be alive. They laughed at him, but he saved them. Fairy Berry Loom gave them life, but not wisdom. They could talk and think, but they didn't understand. Light knew this. She said, I will not let them help with hard things anymore. They can only help with food and fun. They walked on. The road was now bright. The Temple of Light stood ahead. Tired, the children climbed on Tylo's back. Soon they arrived.